Hey y'all, hey, welcome to day one of the 60 days of aligned leadership. I am sorry that I am coming to y'all under these conditions. Just to give you some backstory, it is Monday, April 21st, and the time is 9:17 p.m. I went to bed yesterday around 12:30. I was reading a book on empathy and leadership and stuff like that. I was ready for bed. I got my hatch. I love my hatch, y'all. If you don't got a hatch, you got to get you a hatch. But put my hatch on, went to bed, woke up to use the restroom at 2 in the morning. From 2 in the morning until 6 a.m., I was awake in the bed. My mind was racing with ideas. I came up with concepts, all of the things, wrote them in my notes so that I thought I can get it off my brain and I can go back to sleep. Hours passed, tossing and turning, did not go back to sleep. 6 o'clock a.m. is when I started dozing back off. My alarm was set to go off at 6 o'clock, so that's a problem. So I dozed off and put an alarm on for 7:15. So 7:15 comes around. At this point, I need to be up and getting ready to get out the house by 7:30. Not happening because I'm so tired. So I just told my admin, like, listen, I'll be in by 9:30. I ended up sleeping in past 9:30, and I was like, I'll be there the next, 30 minutes or whatever. Got myself together, and my admin had offered to, close or whatever. Because traditionally I'm near late, so I'll usually close for some of the days at the center because I'm always working or waiting around in order to go to my workout class that's near the center. So that's where we are. I am exhausted. I am tired. I did not want to go to bed early because I did not want to be up late again tonight. However, I know I had to report to y'all. So now that we've gotten that out of the way and y'all know why I've come to you in this way, welcome back to my channel. Happy to have you here. Happy to have you on this journey in week 1. I'm exhausted, so sorry for the energy. But welcome back if you're a subscriber. And if you're new here, well, sorry for the energy. But I'm taking you all along on the journey of 60 days of aligned leadership. The first thing I'm going to do to reflect on as it relates to detoxing myself from survival mode, because if y'all remember, ChatGPT has said I'm addicted to pressure. So the first way that I'll unravel that is I'm calling out the addiction that I might have to pressure. So I had to ask myself today, am I creating urgency where there is none? So I don't think I created any urgency today that was unnecessary. And one of the reframes was so the first to treat rest as a part of my leadership strategy, not a reward for suffering. And I think I did pretty good with that in terms of I was exhausted today. I knew I had to just generally get up eventually, but I allowed myself to have that space and rest. And I could have probably not went in today if I didn't want to, but there were some things I just needed to handle because I wasn't in the office majority of last week. One of my staff today was like, I didn't know you was here. I thought you went on a vacation and ain't tell nobody. I'm like, no, because literally I have not really been in the office. There were some things I just had to get done and get situated. So I would say I did good with that today. I did not create any unnecessary urgency, and I was able to rest and do what I do. Even when I came home, I showered, got right into bed, and just kind of rested because I'm tired. Next one was to schedule at least a 60-minute CEO stillness block, which is no work, no planning, no content. So that is something I have not done today. Perhaps tomorrow I can do that. So that would entail me doing some journaling, taking a nap, praying, journaling, going for a walk. I think the weather will be better tomorrow, so maybe I can go for like a 60-minute walk, or go to the park and walk around the park, or sit by the lake for 60 minutes or so. So that is something that I will strive for to do tomorrow for my stillness. I will be doing some praying and stuff tonight and looking in my Bible, but as it relates to that particular component, I did not do. The goal is to have it 3 times a week. So not that I didn't meet the goal yet, I just didn't start on it. Next 2 things are to audit my calendar for any ego-driven tasks, highlight what you're deciding to do because only I think I'm the person that can do it. I've been doing a lot better with this in terms of trying to replace 20% of what I do as something I'm delegating. I actually been delegating heavy lately in general. And sometimes I feel like, girl, you're delegating a lot. What are you doing? But I think I've been doing good with this, and I have delegated to the appropriate people what they need to do. And I also, too, feel like I've gotten better in general. And I think this exercise is making me more intentional now. But, like, if I start to say I'll do something, like pausing and letting someone else do it. So this is something as I go throughout my week, I'll continue to see, like, how am I shaving off 20% of my tasks that I can delegate that could be better served by someone else and not necessarily meant to be served by myself. And finally is meeting with your number 2 or any type of future directors, things like that, as you begin transitioning some of the core areas. So a lot of these core areas, as I mentioned in my other video, are not fully on me. It's like a mixture of my hands still in a pot with some of these things. So one of the first things that I am going to do, and in process of doing, I should say, is looking into signing a contract with the outsourced HR representative that can help me more with the staff management. I do have some team members that help me as a whole with staff management, but I think that will be something great that's better served on someone's plate that actually has the expertise and the training in that area. So I'm really excited for this journey as a whole. And as I told you all in the last video, I do have the scripture that is going to be aligning this kind of week for me in this phase that I'm in. And I'm going to read the scripture to you all again. And this is Matthew 11:28, and it says, "Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest." So I'm really trying to be intentional with resting. I think I'm in a season of just like creative juices and wanting to produce, which is the opposite of becoming an aligned CEO. So I do have some internal tussle, probably where that addicted to pressure piece comes in. But it's really like working, honestly. So I have to figure out how I want to go about that, because I'm recently back on social media. I haven't been on social media for almost like a month and a half on social media platforms. So it's like I have all these creative juices and ideas and things, but it's like that is two things can exist that are different. I recognize that, but I have to really figure out like how can I still maintain what I like. I am delegating a lot as it relates to the social media aspect, but how can I maintain the things that I like to do as a hobby and just things I enjoy, and also ensuring that I'm resting. So that's where I'm at with day 1 and the first 20 days or so. I do plan probably either this week. I think I'm going to schedule for me to get a massage because I deserve it and I want one. So why not? I wanted one last week, but I ain't have time. But I do want a massage, and I also realized that I had press-ons on, and I did like having my nails done, and I thought it made me just look a little bit more elevated. So I think that that'll be also something that I will do this week, is get my nails done, because I thought they were cute, and again, it made me look elevated. Nails are tricky for me though, because I have to have them like so cut low. Even you see my real nails are super low, because I can't do anything with long nails. So I have to figure out the length for that. But that's a technical thing. That's an easy breezy, a lemon squeezy thing. So yeah, so I will be reflecting in a bit on the Bible verse and see, what God tells me. I'm gonna have some still time right before bed as I go over my Bible verse. I'm hungry, all the things, y'all. I only had a salad today. I had no appetite. I had a matcha tea, hash browns, and then my admin bought me a salad. I bought her a matcha tea. She bought me a salad. I was like, that's so nice of you. But that's all I had, and I'm feeling hungry now, so I'm about to grab a bite, brush my teeth, wash my face again. My skin, the texture of my skin, oh, chef's kiss. Y'all gotta go back and watch the routines that I've been doing, because baby, the texture of the skin is amazing. And that's also a part of me redefining and building myself up, and just like, you know, becoming who I know I can be as a leader. That's where we're at with day 1. I'm going to update you all, and the next time I update you all, I won't be looking crazy like this. So stay tuned for more. If you have questions, be sure to ask the questions. I will be more than happy to answer them for you. I hope that some of you have joined me on this journey. I think it's going to be super duper exciting, and I'm going to say that I'll probably post a weekly update on how things went, just so you all know. I don't know if it'll be a formal video or if it'll be like just a kind of a post. But be sure to follow me on Instagram, because that is, again, where I'll be doing more in the moment posts. But I will be sure to let you all know over here on my YouTube family. And thank you for watching. Again, if you have questions, please drop them below on how the journey's going, why I decided to do the journey. I do have a video that I recorded on it, but I can speak more to why I decided to do this. And don't forget to like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're not, and share this with a friend, because this is something that I think will be super impactful. And I think, who can't benefit from personal development, personal growth? So I'll talk to y'all later. Good night. Bye for now.